Good evening, everyone who have joined us live today. I would like to start this session with few lines. Here as a single phone call, a familiar voice, a moment of panic, and sometimes a lifetime of savings is gone. This is not a story. This is today's reality of our senior citizens. I would like to welcome everyone to the Cyber Jagrukhta Senior Edition, a session dedicated to those who built this nation, protected it, and now deserve protection in this digital world. I am Avni Jain on behalf of Encore Foundation and our valued partner, Swarnasathi, War Widow Association, Global Shapers Trivandrum, Residents Awareness Society Association Coimbatore, Computer Society of India. I warmly welcome senior citizens, defense veterans, families, and concerned citizens joining us from across the country. Tonight is not about fear, it is about awareness. It is about dignity and it is about ensuring the experience is never taken advantage of by cyber criminals. As more seniors adopt smartphones, online banking, and digital services, there are increasingly targeted trust, authorities, and emotions. Today's session brings together cyber law, defense leadership on ground interventions, and technology, all with one common goal keeping our elder safe. A quick note to the audience please stay us till the end. Use the chat box only for questions and kindly do not share any personal or financial details in the chat box. Thank you. Then, coming up, to set the context for this crucial conversation, it is my privilege to invite someone deeply involved in cyber awareness, citizen protector, Mr. Shavnan Sir, former chairman, Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter, former director CTS, and management committee member RAAC. Shavnan Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Good evening. Iniya Malai Vanakkam, Namaskar to all our respected seniors, their families, and our distinguished guests. Today's topic is very close to the heart because it deals with something elders have built over a lifetime, your savings, your dignity, and peace of mind, and how criminals sitting behind a screen are trying to steal it in a matter of minutes. Why this conversation matters, let us look at it. Imagine your house. You have strong doors, good locks, and you always check who is at the gate before letting them in. In the digital world, your mobile phone and your bank apps are your new home, and your OTP, your PIN, and passwords are your locks and keys. If you hand over the keys to a stranger, the strongest lock becomes useless. Across India, cybercrime has shot up sharply in the last few years, and elderly citizens are among the most targeted, vulnerable ones. In 2024 alone, Indians lost a staggering 22,845 crores to cyber fraud. That's over 62 crores every single day. This is a heartbreaking 206% jump from the previous year, according to government data from the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center and National Crime Reporting Portal. Over 36 lakh complaints were filed. Just imagine, that's like losing the entire savings of a small city. 36 lakh complaints were filed, but there might be at least, 50% more than this, which they have not filed. So these are known numbers. Unknown numbers should be in multiples. And worldwide, in the United States alone, senior citizens aged 60 plus lost 2.4 billion, about 20,000 crores in 2024 to scams, a massive 400% increase since 2020, as per the Federal Trade Commission and FBI reports. Globally, elder fraud losses run into tens of billions of dollars every single year. So this is not a small or a rare problem. It is becoming a silent epidemic targeting senior citizens. Let us look at how fraudsters think. To explain that, let me share some simple analogies or comparisons for easier understanding. Think of cyber criminals as crooks at a crowded railway station. They watch quietly, they identify someone who looks trustworthy or slightly confused, and then approach with a helpful smile. Online, they do the same. They study where seniors are active, like your WhatsApp or SMS or calls or YouTube or Facebook. Then they come up with some creative messages that look very much friendly, urgent, or official. Some common tricks include bank OTP frauds. A caller might say, Madam or Sir, I'm calling from your bank, your account will be blocked. Please share your OTP now. This is like a stranger at your gate saying, Give me your house keys quickly, or your house will be sealed. No real bank does this. Then we also have KYC or some sort of bank update scams wherein messages saying update your PAN, update your KYC, or a message you might get a call stating that, or you might get a message stating that your SIM will be blocked with a link to click. This is a fake. This is like a fake government officer asking you to sign on blank papers. The link, whatever you receive, if you click on it, it steals your money and data as well. And we also have digital arrest and police threats. In some recent digital arrest scams, fraudsters pretend to be police or government officers on video calls, and they threaten the seniors with arrest unless they pay money immediately. They are not stronger than you. They are simply using technology plus psychology, especially your trust, your fear, and your urgency. Let us look at the real life impact in India and worldwide. In India, studies and reports now speak of an elder fraud epidemic. One report notes that cybercrimes against seniors in India surged by 86% in 2 years, with many cases involving retired officials with decent pensions and fat savings. Another analysis highlights that as India's senior population grows and more elders use WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube, they are becoming prime targets because they may not be fully familiar with digital safety rules. Internationally, similar patterns are seen. In some countries, the survey clearly shows that a large number of older adults have faced attempts to trick them into sending money or sharing personal information, and a significant percentage have actually lost large sums of money. Behind every number, there is a real story. A pensioner whose life savings disappeared, a widow who lost her emergency funds, or a retired officer whose confidence in using the phone or internet was shattered. Let us look at why seniors are specifically targeted. Fraudsters deliberately target seniors for multiple reasons. One of the reasons could be like many seniors have lifetime savings, their pensions, fixed deposits, which are very, very attractive to criminals. Seniors are often polite, trusting, and respectful of authority. So when someone says, I'm from the bank, or I am from the court, or I am from police, they are more likely to listen. Some seniors may not be fully comfortable with apps, links, and online forms, so they rely on phone guidance, which scammers exploit effectively. To put it simply, for criminals, seniors look like low risk, high reward targets. People who may not complain quickly, who might feel embarrassed, and who have something to lose. Let me share a simple rule book for all seniors. To make this easy and simple, think of three golden rules like a traffic signal: red, yellow, and green. Red, it is for stop. So whenever you get an unexpected call or an unexpected message about money or KYC, know your customer, or price or police case, first stop. Do not share your OTP or PIN or do not click any link. The next one is yellow. Check. Verify by calling the official number on your passbook or your bank's website. Check from your bank's website. Or you could also visit the branch. Or you could also check with your well-wisher, family member, or trusted neighbor to confirm. If someone says, don't tell anyone, do it quietly, that itself is a big red flag. The third one is green, act safely. Only after proper verification and validation, act. And still never share OTP or PIN with any person. Or banks, RBI, or government departments never ever ask for those details on call or WhatsApp. Think of this like your savings You would, check a medicine. You never swallow a tablet just because someone on the road, gave it to you, right? You check the doctor, you check the label, you check the expiry date. Similarly, never swallow any digital request without checking. What the session will do for you, let me explain. This evening, you will hear real life cases where seniors were targeted, how the fraud unfolded step by step, and where they could have said no or let me verify first. You will learn about legal safeguards, legal remedies, so you know that the law is in your side and that timely reporting can make a very big difference. You will also be able to see how technology and awareness kits can actually be your shield, not your enemy, when used correctly. Cybersecurity is not only about complex software, it is about simple, consistent habits, good habits, pausing, verifying, and refusing to share secrets. So, all our seniors, you protected your families, guided your children, and built this nation with your hard work. Now, in this digital age, it is our duty to stand beside you and ensure that you can enjoy technology without fear. Think of today's session as learning on how to use a seatbelt in a car. The car, we can compare with technology. It is powerful and convenient, but the seatbelt, which is cyber awareness, keeps you safe in sudden shocks. Once you know how to fasten that seatbelt, the ride becomes much more comfortable. Thank you for your patience and attention. Let us use this time, golden time, together to turn awareness into protection and fear into confidence for every senior citizen online. Over to our MOC to proceed further. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for laying such a strong foundation. It is now my honor to invite one of India's foremost authorities in cyber law and digital governance. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Pawan Duggal, sir, Advocate Supreme Court of India, Chairman, International Commission of Cybersecurity Law, whose work has been instrumental in shaping cyber law awareness and citizen protection in India. Dr. Duggal, sir, we are privileged to have you with us. The virtual stage is all yours now.
Yeah, Avni, I would just like to, give you an update. Sir is actually traveling, so sir will be joining us late. So can we proceed? I think Pannu sir will be joining us, and he's also traveling, and he's joining us from car. So we'll just wait for a minute and let Pannu sir carry on first. Is that fine?
Okay. Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Can someone confirm that Pannu sir is joined? We need to give. Pannu sir is actually joined.
Okay.
So can we give him the access, Atar?
Sure.
Can you please make him the co-host?
Just a second.
Avni, meanwhile, you can introduce sir.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. So now it's our privilege to welcome Lieutenant General PJS Panu, sir, is PVSM, AVSM, VSM, former Deputy Chief, and will speak on the importance of cyber awareness among defense and the senior citizens. Sir, now we are honored to have you with us. Now it's over to you.
Panu sir, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can, loud and clear.
Okay, good evening, everybody. And thank you, Lakshmi, for getting me over. I think it's very important for all, it's not only the veterans or the senior citizens who should be aware of the cyber reachability. And because it is reachable, it also has the capacity and the stamina to really continue to chase somebody who actually is not completely educated or savvy on handling machines or handling any systems which are based on cyber penetration. So today, every person has got a smartphone and getting smarter. It means that the reachability of the cyber world is actually in your pocket. And if we were possessing a machine in a pocket, there was some disruption. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, sir. You can continue.
Okay. So now, cell phone, which is a smartphone, is actually much more powerful than a computer or a laptop because the kind of capacity and the versatility this machine has, it means that you have a capacity to download anything very quickly. Number of apps can be put onto your screen. Number of uh, applications which, if not, are the ones which should be brought in, can also bring in a virus, and some amount of apps can come and sit in your machine without you even understanding. So therefore, when you check your email or you do anything, financial transactions, or are being spoken to by somebody on the WhatsApp, or somebody sends you a message. Now, this is a multifunctional device. It is a device on which you can take a picture. It is a device through the picture or a camera. Your entire privacy can go into anybody's uh, notice, and anybody can store what the camera is seeing, which is when it is with you. If the camera is facing you or the camera is facing anybody where you're sitting, whatever you're speaking, so one is a picture, on the other side, whatever is being spoken can also be captured very quickly and not only recorded, but it can also be converted into a script. So as I speak, it all depends on how many people are listening to my voice and how many people are converting that into a script. Also, when I speak, somebody can actually take down my signatures, replicate my voice, and my voice signatures can be also used for somebody to impersonate me. So as a result, if somebody gets a call tomorrow from a number which can also be hacked, WhatsApp being hacked would mean that somebody will get an access to your number. And if somebody can get an access to your voice, then it means your voice can be impersonated, and whatever message you want to convey to somebody, to your near and dear one, will get conveyed as if you're conveying that message. So what I'm saying is, that whether you are doing any financial work, or you're doing anything scientific in nature, or you are inventing something, your designs, your codes, everything that goes into your computer or on your device can then get access if there is some backdoor entry to your system, and something can come and sit in your system and is constantly replicating it or taking a note of it and sending it to a third party, which will completely misuse the system. So therefore, when such classes are being held of awareness, then how not to do certain things in a casual manner in which somebody can utilize your data, which obviously will be weaponized. Your data can be poisoned because it can be manipulated. Once your data is manipulated, then obviously it will be misused. So every cyber crime is towards misuse, and every cyber crime is from getting a data from you which you inadvertently or deliberately, out of ignorance, are parting with. So, for example, if you are giving an OTP to somebody, fully believing that the person to who you're giving the OTP is the right person to be given to. After all, a person who has to impersonate has to look so right to you that you will have that confidence to share anything. Any information on your banking, any information on a subject that otherwise is not in public domain, if anything is supposed to be put into a lock, then obviously there is accessibility through a code. So all these things have to be very, very carefully understood, and especially veterans from the defense or from very secure environments, they always have a confidence because there is a system behind them. And once the veteran retires and goes out of the system, we go out of the system, we go out of the system, we go out of the system makes us also careless because we become absolutely in trust of whatever somebody is talking to. We start believing that person because within the organization, the systems are such that there is a credibility of somebody that who's taking the information. You know that it is entirely secure because it is within the organization. The moment you go out of the organization, we start behaving the same way as we were behaving inside the organization. So as a result, what happens? We stop verifying, double checking, uh, then making sure that a person on the other side, you are asking more questions. So, as in the military, they say, respect everyone and suspect everyone. Respect and suspect are the two words which I think would tell us how to live in the cyber world. But when the crime has happened, then you know who to ask. Normally, what happens is a veteran doesn't know who to ask, and that too if there is a digital arrest. In the digital arrest, there is somebody who's actually into the system, who's made to feel guilty of a crime that a person has not committed. The moment a person is guilty of having committed a crime that a person has not committed, because they will tell you the names of people, they will give you some evidences of yours. They will either, if you have not committed a crime, then somebody very near and dear who has committed a crime and you are party to the crime. So as a result, what happens is that you lose your money, you lose your credibility, you can lose just about anything. It is the demand and supply. I mean, you supply whatever you can supply, the demand will be changed accordingly. So it is not that they will demand something which you can't give them. They all understand how much money you have in your bank, and therefore they need access from your bank or your credit cards or your debit cards or anything that will. So that is digital arrest. So therefore, if you know that this is how it happens, then you will not bother. You will not even respond to a person. Don't respond to a person who's very authoritative, who's very confident. They will speak to you even better than a professional. So as a result, you will possibly think that there's a professional who's making a phone call to us, and therefore we have to very quickly give all the information as is being asked for. Say, if there is somebody from the police and policeman is speaking in a particular manner, and you think, yes, otherwise, he will come and arrest me or something big will happen. And then they become saviors that, okay, I will save you. Then you say, okay, if now I'm in trouble or somebody is now coming to get me out of trouble. So this is a whole scenario which gets built, and a lot of old people who do not know how to understand, they fall prey to it. So actually, it's a very, very long way that any which way somebody reaches to you, it means your accessibility must be understood, how much to be accessible and how much to be denied. So I think sometimes denial is better than accessing. आप मना कर दो if you are not very certain. But if you are a goody person who will keep agreeing to whoever is approaching you, then there are chances that you can fall prey to it. So I wish the uh, event good success, and there are a number of professionals who got to speak today. So thank you, Lakshmi, for getting me in here. In case there are any questions, I can answer. Otherwise, we can have the discussion as planned. Thank you, Jai.
Thank you so much, sir. And I think the questions and also will be actually, conveying it to you. And I would like to take Avni, like convey to Avni. Avni, please take over. And sir, we also have a presentation after which maybe they'll be able to ask more questions. And how many minutes do you have, sir? Will you be leaving right now? Will you be continuing the session? I think there's some network issue at sir's side. It's okay. Avni, you may carry on.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So referring to the sir, I would like to say that respect and suspect everyone. That was an eye-opener, sir, which is relevant in today's world. Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful message. To now take this decision forward, into the particular awareness and everyday digital behavior, I would like to invite Lakshmi ma'am, co-founder and director of Encode Foundation, to lead the next segment of our session. Lakshmi ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, Avni. I'll just try, presenting my screen. Let me know once it is visible. Just a second. I'm sharing my entire screen. Just a second. Is it visible?
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Thank you. Thank you. So before we begin, I want to ask you all a simple question. How many of you believe that cybercrime happens only to careless people or to youngsters? Well, I won't be able to see the answers, but I believe that there might be some myth that everybody thinks that no, this is not going to happen to me. Cybercrime will only happen to others. I am knowledgeable. I am educated. Maybe it's time to break some myths. So before that, I want to just say a few words about Encore Foundation. It is India's first cyber rehabilitation enabler. It's a platform created because not for like two families who were breaking silently, but not because of illness or not because of accidents or because of just one phone call, one message, or one click, which destroyed families, which destroyed lives. So Encore exists because cybercrime is no longer a technical issue; it's a life issue, and these issues can happen to anybody. Look at this picture. This is how technology was supposed to help us. A video call with grandchildren, smiles across generations, distance disappears and loneliness reduces. But look at this picture. This is how technology was not supposed to help us, right? This is the reality. And this is exactly how the reality looks. The children are busy. Grandchildren grew up fast. Days become quiet and the phone remains your only company. And the scammers, they know about this. They know who answers unknown calls. They know who trusts polite voices. They know who does not want to trouble children by asking questions. Many of the cases which actually come to us, the senior citizens are reluctant to tell the problems they are going through to their children or grandchildren. I'm so sorry. One day the phone will ring and they'll say that it's from, some police, and the Aadhaar card is linked to money laundering, or there is a parcel in their name. You are under digital arrest. Now, no handcuffs, no police station, just fear, sitting quietly inside your living room. You're told not to disconnect the call, not to inform the family, not to question the authority, to give all the money to that police, the fake police, or the fake, law enforcement official. This is psychological imprisonment. And trust me, this is happening at a very fast pace and it is happening to everybody. And maybe the people who know you around you, they might not be telling you this. Many victims later say this: I wanted to go to the police station, but they said that, police themselves are watching me, so whom to go to? And that confusion arises, right? And the fear will freeze the logic and authority, the silence is the doubt. And that particular moment, I'll be actually showing you the actual photographs, request you to please stay in the session throughout, because in the end, we also provide you. Right now, I'm only telling you what are the problems that the senior citizens might be facing, but in the end, you will be given a solution kit, so requesting everybody to stay till the end. So this is not, new. You can see that this has been in the news. You just type senior citizen cyber fraud and you can find many news. And you can see this is an old one, right? So you think that this is not happening now? Let me correct you. This is the news which I found just from December, and these are just few of them. If you just try to research more, the month has not even ended yet, but still we have got many cases where the senior citizens were duped, not just of digital arrest, but trading scam and a lot of other kinds of scam. A few of it I'll try to show you. These are real phishing cases. Okay, a simple message that the bank account will be blocked. I can show you here. See, ICICI. This was real message that people received, and I can even vouch that you might not even realize this is this APK file. It might be already there in your phone. Okay, so you can see that some message saying that you have won some gift, or some message saying that your vehicle ticket number, there is a challan against you, and it will be a random number, and you can see that it's an APK file. Not just an APK file, it will be some random website link. All these things, you go by who is sending you the message, just the name of it, if it's Tata Motors or Indian Oil and Delhi government or electricity board or the Vem Parivahan, but we won't be actually understanding that this is an attempt to do that phishing. Phishing is like making you click on some link or application, or even through calls, The fraud will ask you for OTPs or your sensitive data. They will tell you that your pension, to get the money, you need to update your bank account. Trust me, a pensioner had this similar kind of call, and he ended up losing all the money. Another senior citizen, he got a message that his electricity will be disconnected soon, and he called that particular electricity officer, and that's it. I mean, he sent him certain malicious link. He clicked on it. 3 lakh rupee was lost. And another. Just a second. Yes, again, the bank account will be permanently blocked. Aadhaar card will be blocked. Your PAN card will be blocked. These kind of messages, which creates fear, which creates that urgency, and this is what in the end happens. And we advise them to use a application to do the scanning. And at times, they even show us the result. This was the result of that scanning, and there was a virus. I mean, there was actually a, malware in their phone. So another kind of fraud is a loan app fraud. Now, this is an instant loan app fraud, which can happen to anybody, not just senior citizens. But again, since we are discussing the kind of cyber fraud it can affect the senior citizens, we're just telling you what exactly this is, even though it is relevant for all, like I said. So imagine you are downloading an application for withdrawing, getting some very low amount of money, some 2,000, or maybe to buy some gift. You were running short of money and you downloaded it. But how many of you even think that every time you download an application, the permission that you're giving to the person who is downloading it, okay? And in this way, you might be giving access to your WhatsApp, you will be giving access to your gallery, the image gallery, and the participants here, the ones who are attending, we are currently speaking in English, but please don't worry. If it is like, if anything is not clear to you, there is a language barrier, please let us know. We will be taking an exclusive session by identifying some experts who can communicate it in your mother tongue. So for time being, to consider the large number of participants, we are moving ahead with the language English. So please excuse us for that. So this loan app fraud, you can see that once the person gets the money, later on the blackmailing starts. And these are all real screenshots. You can see that the very vulgar kind of messages, very bad, highly defaming kind of messages will be drafted and sent to all the WhatsApp contact. Now, this is enough to panic a senior citizen. Okay, and they might end up giving a lot of money, unaware that RBI clearly says there is no need to return the money in such cases, and the complaint procedure is there, which will be explained by Athar in the end. So sextortion. Now, once I was taking a session for a group of individuals, okay, and I got concerned by one of the senior citizens saying that we are very experienced. These kind of frauds won't actually happen to us. Let me tell you one case where I got a call from a person whose fiance's father, a senior citizen, he was a victim of this kind of fraud. What happens here? Here, the person even accidentally, if you attend a video call of an unknown number, and the other side, there will be a girl stripping, getting naked. And when you attend that call, your face will be visible. Definitely, you won't be having a camera cover, right? Your face will be visible, and they record that. And using that recording, that snippet of that video, they'll be blackmailing you. And what happened? These are all real dialogues. And towards your left, you can see the dialogue. It happened to a senior citizen. And these kind of, languages, when they do that I'll be uploading it in YouTube, definitely people get panic attacks and they will be sending money. And the more money you send, it's more like filling bucket full of holes. It never satiates. So another fraud in the newspaper clipping, if you remember, senior citizen duped by trading scam. Not just senior citizen, this is a very common kind of scam, and something very important you should know. Let me divide it here, fake job and trading scam. Trading scam, everybody is doing this trading these days, unaware that they might be getting a message from a fake trader. They might even give you all the certificate. The display picture will look very, authentic. The certificates will look very authentic. The returns will look highly unrealistic, but something worth chasing for. Right, in your WhatsApp or in your Telegram or in your Facebook, they'll try attracting you with all these fancy numbers, and you just actually fall for it. And in the end, what happens? You invest money there, and you get some kind of, money back. And later on, they'll ask you to invest more money. And the more money you invest, the greed comes in, that greed to earn more money that comes in. And you keep on investing money. And the time you try to withdraw money will be the second you realize that that no, this was a fraud. The fraud will tell you that you have to invest little more money in order to get, in order to enable the withdrawal. Yes, this really happens. Fake job. Many pensioners might want a job sitting at home. They want to earn, right? They'll go by the messages they get to click on the YouTube link, give a review, and then earn some money. When they start doing that, they don't realize that again the same modus operandi as trading scam. They'll make you invest 500 rupee, you'll get 1000 rupee. You'll invest 10,000, you'll get 15,000. And this chain actually goes on. Again, the greed is triggered here. And what happens? You end up investing money which you never can recover unless you file a police complaint immediately. Another thing, very, very common these days, and especially the December news that I showed you, 90% of it was concerning with the digital arrest. The starting of the digital arrest can happen with the FedEx or any courier or some parcel, random one. And there is another way also, which I'll be showing you. So they'll say that you are digitally arrested because your Aadhaar card was used for illegal purposes. Okay, so they'll even give you a confidentiality agreement asking you to sit at home. And see, this is why, if you're wondering that why people are educated but still falling for it, you can see that here the police official, everything, the setup, everything looks very real. There is a warrant of arrest and everything issued against you, the IPC session, the seal, and everything looks scary. And people actually fall for it. And you can see that there's another way also the digital arrest can happen. The money laundering, the fake money laundering. They'll send you these photos and then they'll say that your name was disclosed during this case and you're also a part of the money laundering. And this has happened to a senior citizen in Kerala. And trust me, he's a professor and he was extremely scared. It's even after telling him that it was all fake, it took him at least 1 week to recover. That is how the cybercrime break a person. Not just senior citizen, trust me, even a young person cannot handle this, and be it like senior citizen alone. No human being can actually be that strong to clearly say that even if it happens to me, I'll be bold. No, I haven't seen a single person like this in all these years who could withstand the cybercrime confidently beyond a few hours. They were trembling with fear, they were concerned, they were crying. And another kind of fraud is, how do you think that your your WhatsApp gets hacked? Either, somebody might text you saying that they need an OTP, or some fraud will send you a message saying that your parcel is coming. Please click on this number. Now, what is unusual about this number? *21* and a 10-digit number. Now, here, what will happen is if you click on this, all your messages will be diverted to these 10-digit number, that is 722828, this number, okay? This has happened to a doctor. So she actually almost, she actually lost her WhatsApp account. It was hacked, but somehow we were able to retrieve it. And this is like another one which senior citizen had contacted us. And here he received an email saying that in his name there is a case filed. And it is because there is unusual activity in his Wi-Fi. I mean, even colleges, schools, and even institutions are receiving these kind of mails. Please remember, if there is a case filed against you, you must be bothered when you have done a mistake, when you have done something wrong. If you have not taken lottery and if you're winning it, you should be concerned. And if you have not applied for a job and if you're getting these job offers, you should be concerned. So before I actually even talk about digital Sankalp, which is just a pledge for all of us, there are even other cases that have happened. One senior lady, so after her retirement life, she was a single lady. She wanted to settle down in one particular place in Karnataka, and she got a call from a person in Canada. Now, single lady, daughter also married, and she wanted to, she was actually avoiding this person, but later on, he became very friendly. He started doing video calls. He said that he wanted to send her some gift, worth 3 crore rupees. And for that, she had to pay 35 lakh rupees as customs. And she ended up paying it. She never got that 3 crore rupee gift, but 35 lakh from her hard-earned pension was all gone. So this was a true story. Okay, and another, senior citizen from Jammu, a soldier's father indeed, and he ended up paying 6 lakh rupee to a cousin in US who he thought was helping, who met with some accident and who was in urgent need of money. He sent money. So impersonation can happen. We, humans, especially the senior citizens, are so pure at heart that they end up believing what people say. No, what you see might be wrong. Somebody texting from a number with somebody's profile picture might not be the person you are expecting him or her to be known. It can be a fake person. These days, you just click on a website called as this person does not exist. A brand new face lands in front of you who doesn't even exist. Videos. I've seen senior citizens concerned about YouTube videos of, highly unusual things happening. Trust me, those are AI generated video can look extremely realistic, but they are not. Avni, is my time up? I can actually go on and on, but I'm just, concerned about the timing. Sharavanan sir, Sharavana Kumar sir, Avni, can you please confirm?
Yeah, ma'am, just like 2 to 3 minutes are remaining. Then you
Okay,
can
all right.
do 40
So
minutes.
I am not able to see the messages. If there are any questions, we can actually take it up in the end. Please inform. I hope everybody is aware of that. We'll be opening the question floor in the end. So there are a lot of other cases. Name one kind of cyber fraud I can give you, whether it has affected the senior citizens or not. Okay, so before I wind up or say thank you, I want to just repeat these few lines for you all, and it's called as Digital Sankalp. It's just a pledge. Actually, it's a pledge for us all. So, being senior citizens, I'm very sure that you all will be upholding to whatever I'm going to say right now. You needn't actually unmute or repeat after me, I assume. Avni and Atharva, somebody like even Sharavana Kumar sir can repeat after me. Vinay, you all can actually repeat. But rest of you who can't unmute, Nrip sir, so can we just go for this digital sankalp?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So please repeat after me. Use the internet safely and responsibly.
Use the
Use the
internet
internet
safely and responsibly.
And responsibly.
Respect privacy and uphold ethics online.
Respect privacy
and
and
uphold
uphold
ethics
ethics
online.
online.
Stay alert and fight cyber threats.
Stay
Stay
alert.
alert and fight cyber threats.
Cyber threats.
Report cyber crimes and support victims.
Report
Report
cyber
cybercrime
crime
and support
and
victims.
support victims.
Support
Be a
victims.
responsible citizen of digital India.
Be a
We are a
responsible
responsible
citizen
citizen
of
of
digital.
digital India.
Thank you so much, everybody. The type of cases and all, more of it, I'll be actually discussing with you all. But before that, let me just stop sharing my screen. And thank you so much. What I told you was not to scare you, but just a tip of the iceberg. Trust me, a lot of it, a lot more. And maybe in the next session, upcoming sessions, we can cover them all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lakshmi ma'am, for all your insightful messages and for that amazing pledge. I think everyone should keep that in their minds. Okay, so like continuing that, awareness becomes stronger when supported by the right tools. Now we move to a live demonstration of a solution designed specifically for senior citizens. I invite Team Swan Sathi with Air Commodore Drip Kumar Mehta, VSM retired, former admin officer, CPSO, IAF, and Aishwarya, an ex-NCC Air Wing cadet, user experience and user interface designer, to demonstrate how their application can assist seniors in navigating the digital world safely. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Avni. While my previous speakers, can you hear my voice? Am I audible?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes, sir, you are clearly audible.
While my previous speakers have given the negative side of the use of cyber digital world, there is other side, passionate and compassionate side, which we are working on, and where the digital world, the cyber world can be used for betterment of senior citizen. Today, the population in 2022, the population of senior citizens above the age of 60 was roughly about 10%, 10.5%, 1.49 crore. And in 2025, the population has increased to 11%. And this population is expected to be more than 2 crore in 2050. That means 20% of India's population will be senior citizen above the age of 60 years by 2050, which means every fifth person in India will be a senior citizen. while these senior citizens are growing, the biggest problem and challenge is that they are staying alone. Most of their wards are staying away for various reasons, for the reason of jobs, for other reasons, which is causing concern. So we have to find a solution wherein the senior citizen can remain connected with their near and dear ones, their children, their brothers, their sisters, or the other relatives who can look after them. A few months back, we came across a newspaper article where we saw that a large number of cases, news clips were given by Times of India, wherein large number of incidents happened during last few years, where the senior citizens have died in their house and there has been nobody around their house who came to know. It is only when the foul smell went around, that is how the people came to know their neighbor is no more. With this incident shook me and Mr. Pushpinder Bhatia, and we jointly decided to work out and find out some solution wherein we can work out an app where the senior citizen can remain connected. So we have designed an app. There are n number of apps which senior citizens are scared to use, but this app is very, very simple and user friendly. We need to reach out with the people who can use this app. Very simple. The app name is Swarna Sathi. It's free of cost. Very simple. This app, we will demonstrate the use of this app. Why we have selected this app, and today for giving a live demonstration, we have selected Miss Aishwarya, who has been working on this app as a part of development team. She's a key role, and not only she is playing a key role as a developer of this app, she is staying with her grandmother and she is aware of the basic needs that a senior citizen needs. So over to Aishwarya, she will demonstrate what is the feature of app, why it is helpful, and I request all those who are present there, whether they are senior citizen or youngster, if they are senior citizen, they should take a step forward and download this app and use it. Don't think that you don't need this app. A person will realize the importance of this app only the day something mishap takes place. So let that not happen. Let your help come in time before the need arises. So we request you to kindly see this app and popularize this app. Over to Aishwarya.
Thank you, sir. To summarize whatever sir has said and to provide all you guys with a demo of this application, here I'm moving forward. So, good evening to all the respected senior citizens present here today, and my regards to the esteemed panel of speakers and organizers. My name is Aishwarya Dhanmer, a member of Team Swarnasati mobile app. Today, I'm here to speak as a daughter and as a granddaughter. Every one of us present over here either is a senior citizen, has a senior citizen at home, or carries the memory of one. And today, I wish to introduce an initiative for these senior citizens. Introducing Swarna Sathi, a national digital seva initiative developed by Sandhanam India under the guidance of Yash Nirmal Prem Ki Anubhuti Charitable Trust. It is made in India, made for India, and most importantly, made for the senior citizens of India. Swarna Sathi was born from a simple but powerful question: how can technology restore safety, connection, and confidence to our senior citizens? As Nirip sir said, today India has nearly 157 million senior citizens. And yes, this number is growing rapidly. But many of these senior citizens live alone. Once, when they lived with their family, there was always someone nearby to make their life feel safe and comfortable. But modern life creates distance. And when distance grows, many senior daily care becomes uncertain, resulting into changes like quiet days with no activity, missed medicines, skipped meals, families unsure, and seniors unsupported. We have heard people say, "My phone is always with me, but most days it doesn't even ring." And this makes us realize that loneliness is not loud, it is quiet. And this loneliness increases vulnerability. That is where crime and cybercrime enters. When a fraud call comes, it doesn't steal money first, it steals confidence. Senior citizens don't just lose savings, they lose trust and sometimes also the courage to ask for help. We feel what is missing today is not technology. We all are surrounded by technology. But what is missing today is daily connection. Not emergency calls, not weekly check ins, but the small everyday signals that we once noticed without thinking. Thus, we came up with Swarnasati, a mobile app set up by children, used by seniors, and overseen by family. Swarnasati is a unique and one of its kind elder companion app. Swarnasati has an interface and all its features exclusively designed for senior citizens and in all Indian regional languages. Unlike your normal mobile application, this app will be different to feel because its usability is designed to solve the technology challenges of our senior citizens. The entire application is majorly based on the left and right navigation button, a pattern which becomes easier to adapt for aging adults in comparison to complex and confusing mobile applications. Its features are designed with a focus on the concept of human first design. Swarnasati creates a connect between the senior citizens and their family members via emergency contact setup mechanism. Here, we ask the senior citizens to add 5 of their most trusted contacts as emergency contacts in the app and arrange these contacts in terms of priority. Thus, during emergencies, you just have to click the emergency button, which is, by the way, present on all the screens of the application no matter what. And the app will do its work for you. So Annasati will automatically alert the emergency contacts whenever you're in emergency. Moving ahead, we have another feature, broadcasting a daily I am fine alert to its users. This is a very silent but the most powerful feature of the application. Every day at sharp 10 a.m., the app sends an alert to all its registered users. The purpose of this alert is to check on the well being of the seniors every single day, just like your loved one would do it if they were you. Moving ahead, we also have another feature called reminders. Because we know with age, a gentle nudge is required for your loved one to make you feel valued. That is why we provide timely reminders as per your schedule and customization for meals, medicines, and anything and everything that you need. We also have a feature called activity. So Annasati becomes a companion for your daily routine activities, be it cooking, cleaning, or even walking. We always like company by our side. And on days when no one is around to give you that company, Swarnasati can be your digital companion. Swarnasati fills the gap that truly matters by also keeping the family of all your senior citizens informed and connected. The log of whatever a senior citizen does on his or her application is gently pushed to the first emergency contact, be it an activity performed, a reminder missed, or an I am fine alert unacknowledged, or the most important, emergency button activated. But you might think that why so many pushes or why so many things do we have to send to the parents? So that when the children are always busy, they can silently monitor the well being of their parents without intruding their personal space. So, Annasati does not replace family, it connects families. We also have our newest feature that is routine health checkup, where the senior citizens can simply check up their routine tests and put it in their application. They will always have the overall health report available to them. Whenever they visit clinics, their doctor, or wherever they want to show their health report, it will always be accessible to them. Moving ahead, these were the features we still have in the app. But moving ahead, we are looking towards Swarnasathi thoughtfully in phases where we connect different stakeholders to the senior citizens to expand its functionality, deepen its societal relevance, and enhance the daily experience of senior citizens of India. Our phase one, as we know, connects the senior citizens with their families. But in phase two, we aim to bring the neighborhood into the palm of the senior citizens. This feature would help them connect directly with nearby kirana stores, sabzi mandis, dairies, chemists, and more, all trusted and familiar names. Because, of course, Zepto, Blinkit, all these are very nice applications, but with complex interfaces, not so much feasible for a senior citizen to use. Whereas in phase three, we aim to introduce a secure interface connecting senior citizens with critical institutions like hospitals, police stations, NGOs, and wellness services. This phase strengthens the support ecosystem, turning the app into a lifeline, but not just a lifestyle tool. Finally, with phase 4, we introduce a centralized service hub for senior citizens where grocery delivery, transport, ticket booking, pharmacy, banking assistance, home maintenance, all this come together in a single interface. But of course, you remember the left and right navigation, that will be the only way they can use it so that nothing feels complex. By bringing all these essential services onto one platform, seniors no longer need to navigate multiple apps or depend heavily on others. We want to empower the independence and give them safety and ease. As I conclude today, I feel that somewhere tonight, an elderly parent will finish dinner alone. They will lock the door, switch off the lights, and check their phone just once. But if technology can offer reassurance instead of fear, connection instead of silence, then we are not just building an application, we are fulfilling a responsibility. And Swarna Sati is our humble step in that direction. Dhanyavad.
As wonderfully covered by Aishwarya, very nicely covered all features. I want to highlight once again the main feature IAF. Every day, as she said, 10 o'clock dot, you will get a pop-up on your mobile. Are you fine? You have to, all that senior citizen has to do is a tap on I am fine. If he is fine, his emergency contact or his relative will be able to know that father, mother, or elderly person is fine. And if he's not fine, he'll say, I am not fine. The app asks again, what are you physically, having any physical issue or mental issue? As based on the response, senior citizen is required only a one tap. So we are not made a complete on tap. The moment it taps, the emergency contact will know that the senior citizen is not well and he wants the relative has to call him back or respond back. For any reason, if the first relative says he's occupied or he doesn't respond, the call goes to the next, message goes to the next person and third person and fourth person. Some of you might be wondering why to record all the other activities which you are saying is. Recording activities is basically so that the relative, the emergency contact, son, daughter, or other relative will know what is our senior citizen doing, whether he is active or not, whether he has done a yoga or not, whether he has gone for a walk, whether he has meal or not, whether he had his medicine or not. So otherwise, whenever a person gets, a senior citizen gets a call from daughter or son, he may not feel comfortable with the intruding question like, Papa, did you have your meal? Did you go for a walk? Did you do a yoga? Did you have medicine? Senior citizen may not feel comfortable, or these routine questions may even disturb, may not be very pleasant. And when it comes to the male, well, female to female, mother and daughter, mother may like to have this conversation. But when it comes to a father and son, such conversations are rarest of rare. So that is why without even asking any question to the father, the son can see from his interface of the app that Papa has done the yoga, meditation, walk or not. So he will know what is his father or senior citizen, his mother doing it. That is the aim. So I request all those who have been listening to kindly test this app once and popularize it as much as possible. It is a free of cost. It will remain free of cost, and it is going to be a big life changing for the senior citizen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mip sir and Ms. Ashwarya. This noble step that you just put forth shall take giant leaps in terms of senior citizen welfare. To ensure that today's learning continue beyond the session, we have developed structured awareness resources. Now I invite Athav Tiwari, co-founder, director in Core Foundation, to present the Cyber Awareness Kit and explain how senior citizens and families can use it for ongoing digital safety. Over to you, Athav, sir.
Thanks a lot, Avni. And thanks a lot to all the speakers for the great uh, presentation of all the things. And most importantly, the application part, I think it's the need of the hour nowadays. So, yeah, it's a really good initiative. And I really thank Nirab sir for that. Okay, so we have all talked about different things, that how the crimes happen, how we can convert those things, control those things, and how we can keep us safe. Now, most importantly, the thing is that we all should know that what are the ways by which we can firstly report it, what are the ways by which we should be secured enough that the criminal should not target us directly, right? Because it's always like that, prevention is better than cure. So okay, so now the most importantly, why this all things matters, why we are arranging this type of webinars, and why we are sitting here for long and long hours. So take myself as your grandson only. I'm just your grandson, and I'm just teaching you or telling you the things that should be practiced for a better cyber for a good cyber hygiene. Okay, so why this thing matter, and why senior citizens are target mostly? First of all, the the very important reason that senior citizens are targeted is, first of all, the generation gap. Firstly, maximum of the senior citizens are very new to the technology, and technology is the only thing that keeps on revolving and keeps on changing on day to day basis. So the time they learn a particular thing, then again there's a new update, and the time they took to learn a new update, then again there's a new update. So because of this kind of updating and keep on changing technological advancement, so it's very tough for senior citizens to adopt with those changes, and that's where the hackers and all the criminal mindset people plays with everyone. So that's why we have to take the things very calmly, very easily, because they are not knowledgeable than us. They are just very stupid people who are trying to act smarter in front of us. It's very easy to play with them because we are playing with them from very long period of time. I just have a single case that I wanted to share with you. Is that that was a Sunday, and on Sunday I was sitting with my father. On Sunday, I was sitting with my father actually, and it was like we were having our breakfast, and then a sudden video call uh, on my father's phone just rang, and it was like, okay, your name is Mr. Manish. So yeah, my father was like, yeah, I'm Mr. Manish, and sir, we have arrested your son in a rape charges. I was sitting in just front of my father, and that guy was like, "We have arrested your son in the fake rape charges," and he's sitting in just front of us, and he's crying that please call my father. Okay, so my father was like, "Okay, बात करवाओ भाई मेरी, अगर if you have caught my son in rape charges, so just let me talk with my son." So then he gave the call to a boy who was crying like, कि ओ पापा मुझे पकड़ लिया, दिया बहुत मार रहे हैं मुझे. So yeah, and I was the one who was just sitting in front of him having my breakfast, and that's how stupid this kind of criminals are. And now after that, what they told ki, okay sir, if you want that, as we live in Delhi, so my father is like, okay, we're in which CBI office you have caught my son, I will come to the office and I will do all the needful things. So it was like very easy. First of all, CBI, CID, and all these police forces never call anyone. If they find anyone suspectful, if they want to arrest anyone, they directly bang into their house, open the door, get the person, and get them to the police station. Very simple. If they have the warrant. If not, they will not give any chance to the criminal to भाई भागने का कोई chance नहीं दे देगा. Right? It's very simple. So that's how they are playing. And after that, all the things, what will they will say, okay sir, if you want to settle the case, then just transfer 20,000 rupees or 25,000 rupees, so we will gonna settle the case and we'll gonna release your child. This has happened. If you have tackled it very calmly, so many of the people have been, are out of this kind of crimes. But there are some there are some people who have, caught into this crime. So all this particular crime is, all about coincidence. So for example, you got the call, you called your son or you called your grandson, and he, by chance, he didn't pick the call. Then this particular phase will gives you an alert, okay bhai, now it's a chance that he might be, in the custody. So many a time, because of this coincidence, what has happened is there are many people who have end up giving 50,000, 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees to this scammers for just for the sake of to release their children. And all these calls are fake. Police never calls anyone and never demand for money like this. So what is the main golden rule? No bank, police, court, government officials call on WhatsApp. So second alert is the WhatsApp thing. No one will call you on WhatsApp. And I can give you a very technical reason out of it. Because WhatsApp call cannot be recorded. There are applications we can record the calls, but normally a normal layman person cannot record a WhatsApp call. There are features to record normal phone call. It's very easy. Just click the record button and your call will be recorded. But WhatsApp call cannot be recorded very easily. So that's why this is the first reason. Second reason, no official ask for money on phone calls. If the court has given you any kind of penalty on anything, so there are certain places where you have to go and set up the things. But it's never like they will go, give you any kind of payment link and you have to pay the things. Same goes for challan. Nowadays, this M challan or E challan applications are in circulation, on a wide level circulation. So these challan applications are very dangerous. First of all, they will say, okay, you have a 2500 rupees of challan, you have to pay the challan, and after that, what it happens is it will gonna capture the complete details that is inside your phone. They will gonna track your notification, they will gonna track your SMS, phone calls, or your network usage. And after all these things, they will start blackmailing you in a very simply sense that, yeah, we have your data. Now, if you don't give me your data, then they will gonna start messaging your contacts that he is a person, started using abusive language, started messaging from your own phone to your contacts. So this has happened with many of the senior citizens that we have seen, and after cleaning their mobile phone, it's just for because of this M Chalan or M Parivahan application. And one more, nowadays it's in very much trend, that is wedding invitation. So it's, as we all know, it's a wedding time. So winter season is normally a wedding time. So many of the things like, okay, message, a wedding application or wedding image from an unknown sender. So it's like, okay, I hope so us relative ne has shared me and any kind of wedding invitation, right? So in that case, what happen is when you invite the wedding invitation, again the same things happened. Okay, now the next thing is protecting your OTP. Why OTP is important? Because in today's world, everyone knows that you don't have to share OTP, you don't have to share your personal details to anyone. But then also we might make mistakes. So that's why please don't share OTP, because protecting your OTP is equal to protecting your money. OTPs are not only associated with banks. Nowadays, there are multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication. In that particular authentication, Gmail and other social media platforms are also sharing OTPs. So you don't even have to share those OTPs also. OTP, PIN, CVV, and one more thing, mark this world, no bank staff will ask for OTP to you. Never. So just don't trust anyone very easily. Nowadays, it's very difficult to trust on scammers. Many people are only there to scam you. Okay, so now as Lakshmi ma'am has already told you about the call forwarding or SMS call forwarding thing. So very simple rules, three rules to safeguard you from SMS and calling scam. First, do not answer unknown callers. One. Second, don't ever click on SMS and WhatsApp links. Why it is important? As normally, even I have seen in my house, my grandparents, So always my grandfather says me ki okay, so I have just received this particular SMS. It's saying that there is 14,000 rupees of credit available for me, so can I click on it? So I was always, no, 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 don't click on it. It's a dangerous thing. What it will end up in, either in virus or either in worm. So that, see, it's one more thing, as many of the senior citizens were in government services previously, and currently they are getting their salaries or any kind of pensions. So the eyes of scammers are on the pensions, most importantly, as if a guy or a person has been retired, so they will gonna get their PF funds, and as we all know, as our data is leaked on dark web, all our data is on dark web. So what they do is, normally they just take the data from there, your mobile number from there, and then they will start analyzing that normal age is 60 or 61 for retiring. So they will start calling you after that कि okay, do you want to invest, do you want to invest your money here, do you want to invest your money in a particular scheme or a particular banking sector. So that's how they start to play with your mind, and they know if a person start talking to them, they will start manipulating you in this way that you will end up, okay, I have just got 70 lakh rupees, so I can easily invest 30 lakh rupees, right? And when you invest 30 lakh rupees, it's gone. So we have to safeguard. If you want to invest, there's no doubt that you should not invest, you should invest your money, but in a sense, either go physically in the bank, either in the branch, or only by trusted source. Never and never trust on anyone who is just calling you on phone. If anyway, if anyone is calling you on phone also, then always insist for a physical meeting, that okay, I am interested in a scheme, let's meet, either on the in the office of that person or in the bank from where he or she is calling. So don't ever trust on this type of calls. KYC update, no one is nowadays going to update your KYC on a call. It's always you have to visit the branch and update your KYC. And most importantly, all the senior citizens have to, visit branch every year for their to prove that they are alive to accept the pensions. So nowadays we have seen this trend also, that many of the senior citizens are receiving call to prove for on the call the people are giving them services that yeah, we can get a person who can visit your home and gonna sign your that particular document to prove that you are alive. So in that case also, many of the senior citizens are duped in lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So never trust on this kind of scams. Only trust on the trusted bank on which you are dealing with, or directly visit to the branch where in which your account is there. Okay. Then we have UPI and banking warnings. So UPI and banking warning is a very simple thing. Many cases are like, uh, there's a phone call going on, and then what it happens is the scammers send a request, that is a money request from the person, and he normally adds the money. Say for an example, 20,000 rupees of money request has been generated. Normally person go click on it and add the pin, and what happens is the amount has been debited from their account. So just make this thing very seriously, that you don't have to add your pin if you are giving or paying someone, sorry, if you are receiving any kind of amount. Only you have to add the pin when you are paying to any person. So it's always, I would suggest everyone to just keep this thing in mind, that never and never add your pin if you are receiving any kind of payment. So it's always, if you are adding your payment, then it's 100% for debit, it's not for credit. Okay. So okay, so why these are fake? First of all, police and CBI never calls you lottery and prize. If you are not, you have not got any, if you are not filled any kind of lottery or prizes, then again it's a fake message. Then subsidy and refund call, again fake. Electricity, gas, courier, again a new type of fraud that is happening nowadays, that is electricity, gas. And I will go just gonna share those live messages also with you. and how these things are happening. So I will just share my screen for this, and I will just share uh, how all these things are happening nowadays. Okay, before that, keep your phone safe. One, start, uh, just apply a phone lock, and very simple lock. It's not about adding 9 digit of number to safeguard your phone. No, it's very simple. Just add a very basic phone lock, because of which any unknown person should not open your phone. One. Second, uninstall all unused app. You don't need any kind of application in your phone that is not usable. Uninstall all the unused games. I know you all have grandchildrens, and many of the children, just to play normal play, they normally install many of the games, but many of the games are associated with many of the viruses. So you should uninstall all the unused games, and only try to only install the games from Play Store, not from any other website. Just keep an eye on a phone that what all applications are there. Then turn off your location. Very simple. Then uh, if by any chance anyone has faced any kind of cybercrime, then it's very easy. Just drop a call to 1930 and they will gonna help you out, or visit cybercrime.gov.in. And thirdly, inform your bank if any kind of financial transaction has happened. And one more thing, there's a golden 3-day rule that you need to follow, because after 3 days it's very tough to track down the people. So that's why if you do all these steps in the first 3 days, then there are many chances there in which even 100% of money has been returned to many of the people. So that's why don't feel ashamed to share those things with anyone. If you are finding it difficult to share it with any person, we are there for you. You can just directly call us and we can help you out. Okay, now the most important thing, if you have if you have faced any kind of cyber fraud, then how you will gonna act? So first one is the Sanchar Sati application, Sanchar Sati website, not application. So on Sanchar Sati, okay, let's visit Sanchar Sati. Okay, so let's visit Sanchar Sati first. Sanchar Sati. Okay. Okay, we have do not use Chrome. Yeah. We have Sanchar Sati. Very simple application we have. In this particular application, what's there is, there are different options that we have. First one is Chakshu. What Chakshu is, here you can simply get to know about malicious web links, one, and even you can test whether a particular link, and you can even track whether a particular link is malicious or not. One thing. Second thing, you can, if by any chance anyone's phone has been stolen, so they can easily block their SIM cards from here, or unblock their SIM cards, or even if you have added your details here, it's 90% chance, then you will gonna get your phone back. One more thing, before before uh, adding your complaint here, you have to do one thing, that is, you have to apply for a duplicate SIM card. So just remember one thing, before you go to Sanchar Sati, just get a duplicate SIM card, and then only you can file a complaint here. Then you can there are many options. If you are getting a call from international number, you can lodge a complaint here. If you want any kind of trusted contact details of any kind of nodal agencies, so you can easily get, for an example, I want detail for HDFC Bank. So I can simply write HDFC Bank Limited here and search simply, and I can easily get the complete details of the nodal officer of HDFC, then whom to contact. Because in this particular scenario, don't know that whom to contact, right? So that's why you can easily get the detail of all the WhatsApp number, toll free number, if there is any kind of cybercrime that has happened. Why this things has been added here? Because this particular detail are verified by the government, and if you have faced any kind of cybercrime, then simply you can just visit this website and drop a call to them, and they will gonna help you out very simply. So this was Sanchar Sati. Other than Sanchar Sati, we have one more thing. Then we have is eScan. So if you are using Android phone, so in that case, you can simply install a very simple thing, that is Sanchar Sathi. Uh, Not exactly Sanchar Sathi. Just a second. eScan, eScan bot removal. Okay, so here we have eScan bot removal. So simply you can install eScan bot removal and just add a scan, run a complete scan of a mobile application or of a mobile phone. In that, we have seen that many of the people have found many of the issues and many of the viruses that were in their phone. So I would request everyone to install this particular application. It's openly available on Play Store. I cannot show you that particular thing because I'm using another device. Play Store is not in this particular device, so that's why. But if you are using an Android phone, then you should install this certain eScan. By using this, you can easily scan your phone and find out if there is any virus or not. Then we have one more important thing, that is this is particular Kavach M2. So this is again an antivirus by the government only. So we should install all these things just for the safeguard of our personal mobile devices. Okay. And now the most important thing is currently we all are sitting at our home, and the people who are in this particular meeting are from all the states. And I am very happy to share one more thing, that is currently in this meeting we have also people from Muscat and Dubai right now. So thanks a lot everyone for joining. And if you want any kind of help, any kind of assistant, if you are stuck anywhere, if you are not if you are not able to solve any kind of things, then you can simply connect with us. We are Encore Foundation. You can find us on Google. You can get us number from we will also share our number here. So if you are stuck anywhere, then we can connect simply. So yeah, thanks a lot, over to you, Avni.
Avni, just give me 1 minute. Athar, and can you just verbally say the steps for WhatsApp two-factor authentication?
Sure, I will. Okay, so WhatsApp two-factor authentication. Just a second, let me just share my screen for that. Okay, my screen is most probably visible. Yes. Okay. So I am in my WhatsApp settings. So one more thing, just activate your two-factor authentication right now. It's very important. So I'm in my WhatsApp settings. In Android, you will gonna find WhatsApp settings on the top corner, on the top right corner. And in this particular settings, you have to go to your account. Okay, accounts, there is an option in accounts. Then after going to accounts, there is again an option named as two-step verification, and then you have to turn it on. Currently my two-factor verification is on, so it's showing turn off. So you have to click on turn on, and after that set a pin. So normally it's a 6-digit pin that you have to set, and once your pin has been set, it gives you an extra layer of security, because of which if anyone else try to log in your WhatsApp, so they will gonna need this pin to log in. If they are not able to give the pin, so the WhatsApp won't work in their device and you will be safeguarded. So, and one more thing, this two-factor authentication is not only for WhatsApp. You have to turn it on if you are using YouTube, if you are using your Instagram, because we have seen many of the cases in what happened is the senior citizens account have been created on Facebook and Instagram, and the accounts, those criminals, they are asking for money with the relatives on the name of the senior citizen, and many of the people end up paying a lot of money to them, and that's the reason this is very important. And next, I can even show you one very uh, what to say, a very funny thing is my spam bin. Okay, in this spam, I have just received an email where people are saying that I have won a lottery. Okay, so see, here's a cybercrime notice that I have got, that official court notice from Delhi only. Okay, I have to visit this particular building where the cybercrime office has been there. Okay, so I have received a mail from cybercrime. Then I have found CBI. CBI never mail you if they want to arrest you, and some random things. And Mr. Rajesh Kumar name is always associated. I don't know who he is, but I have seen Mr. Rajesh Kumar name in, I think, all the emails that we have received till now, all the fake emails that has been given. One more thing, this PDF is very dangerous. Don't even try to download or open the PDF. Basically, this PDF is full of either viruses, or this PDF has any kind of worm that can infect your system, or that can infect your mobile phone, and you will end up in either in any kind of corrupt, your system will be corrupt, or any kind of ransomware will be associated with this particular PDF. So don't install or open this kind of things, and most probably don't download this particular PDF into your system. So this is very important. And also activate two-factor authentication on your Gmail also. I can even show you the how you will gonna do that. Click on your account. Then in this particular, you will gonna get the Google account here. Then in security and sign up, you can go there, and here you can find the option named as two-factor or multi-factor authentication. Just click on it and set in which particular. See, my two-factor authentication has been is verified, and it has been activated from 2022 only. So that's how you can simply activate your two-factor authentication on your Gmail ID. If it's showing red cross, or if it's not showing anything, then you must activate this particular thing as a two-factor authentication. Okay, so that's it from my end. Over to you.
Just to add up on,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
just to add up on whatever Arthur said, I think as senior citizens, I would also request all of you to enable multi-factor authentication in all your banking apps as well. Your SBA, YONO, your HDFC, your ICICI, or Axis Bank, whichever you use, please ensure that you enable this multi-factor authentication. And also remember not to use your date of birth or such things. I mean, use things which you could remember, but others should not be able to guess. Thank you.
And so just to add on one more thing here, yes, the 72-hour rule is existing, but we request you to immediately, if there is a financial fraud, if any of you, God forbid, this doesn't happen, but anybody is a victim of financial fraud, money is lost, you have to first file the complaint. If 1930, if it is not working, then cybercrime.gov.in. But whenever you file a complaint, remember in 1930, you have to keep the transaction ID or the UTR number ready along with the date. Okay, and if it is like 30 transactions, there were cases where like some 20, 30 transactions were there, but the victim only filed one complaint, one transaction ID. That is not right. You have to file all the transaction IDs. And also, if 1930 at times might not work in certain places, that's okay. You can file it in cybercrime.gov.in, what Athar had mentioned. And also within, the golden hours, like as soon as possible, just do it. And after you file the complaint, please, you send a copy to your bank and request them to immediately stop the transaction, as you have a police complaint of cyber complaint with you that will validate it. And the benefit of it, trust me, there were cases wherein RBI, the hearing we were able to attend it, there one victim, she told the RBI ombudsman that I had immediately informed the bank, and the bank told no, but she's shared the OTP, so she is liable. But ombudsman supported the victim, saying that the money was deposited in fraud's account after 5 days. So the bank had time to stop the transaction. Bank did not take any effort to stop the transaction. The bank was liable to pay the victim the money back, plus 50% extra for all the mental trauma she went through, and the money of the IST calls, because she was outside the country. All the money was also returned to the victim. So even if you are giving OTP, you should not do that. But accidentally, if that has happened, or the mistake is on your part, do not hesitate. Please file the complaint immediately. Inform the bank. And Aadhaar card also, please go to the UIDAI website. You have the option to lock your Aadhaar card. Whenever you need it, you can unlock it. So in detail, we'll be covering it in the upcoming sessions, but this was just a glimpse to save you from the, after effects of financial frauds. So thank you.
Just to add upon, I think you also need to know how to take a screenshot of the your screen wherever you are, so that when you are registering complaint with 1930, it would be of great help if you could also share the screenshots of the messages or the mails, etc. That would really help. Thank you.
Avni, over to you.
Thank you so much, Athar sir, for contributing to this important cause, and also thanking Lakshmi ma'am and Shrivanan sir for your insights also. I would also like to address Justice Talwan Singh sir, who had planned to be with us today. However, due to sudden family emergency, he could not join the session. We convey our best wishes to him. And also, I would like to address Dr. Pawan Dugal, sir, will be trying to join us shortly. In the meantime, we will proceed with our session and continue with the scheduled flow. This segment is dedicated to addressing participants' questions, clarifying doubts, and discussing real life cyber safety concerns faced by senior citizens. We encourage our audience to post their questions in the chat box. Our speakers will try to address as many as possible. So the chat box is all over to the participants. They can share their questions in the chat box.
Or we can do one more thing. If anyone wants, then they can raise their hand, and we can give their the access
Yes, Athar.
to speak.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So I think we already had certain questions in the chat box. Agni, can you see those questions? I think Mr. Venu Babu, he had certain concerns which he wanted to address. I mean, want us to address. So can you please unmute him?
Yeah. What's his name?
Mr. Venu Babu.
Okay, just a second.
His issue is mainly he's talking about the Gmail does not allow to block the spam mails in the spam folder. Whereas you can block a sender when it is inbox, but when it is in a spam folder, the Gmail does not allow you to block the spam mail sender. That's true.
Yes, I have given him the access to speak. You can speak, Mr. Venu. Okay, just a second.
Otherwise, Athara, you can read the his written detailed message in the
Okay.
chat box. You can read it and answer it.
Okay, just a second. Just joining with my.
Shall I read out?
Yeah, that's sir.
Basically, maybe let me answer that question. See, you cannot stop people from sending letters to your house, right? But you can put unwanted letters straight into a dustbin. That's what Gmail is doing. Gmail cannot permanently stop spam emails from coming, but it automatically filters and hides them for safety reasons. I think this is the answer from my perspective. Please proceed. I hope I answered your question.
Actually, I think, sir, he's not able to unmute. Athar, have you given him
Yeah,
the...
I've given him the access. Yes.
It's okay. I think the question was clear, right?
Yeah.
So it also depends on this. I think the settings. Athar, do we have some setting to stop such messages, the spam? And it also depends on the reporting. I think somebody is traveling. Ma'am, Latita ma'am, can you please
Yeah,
mute?
I've given him the.
Okay. So I have a query.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, ma'am, please.
See, my query is, sometime back when police from police station, they had come to our building. They said, sometimes suddenly it gets hacked. So he said, go to the WhatsApp setting, take this two-step verification, and then set a number. With that, your phone can never be hacked. So I have done that. Is it? Should I do anything else beyond this?
An
Ma'am.
email ID will be there, right, Athar, to add on to the number?
Yeah, there is an email ID there to add on. But the setting that you have done, it's only for the WhatsApp. To safeguard your phone,
Yeah.
I would suggest to install eScan bot removal, and M Kavach. I've also already shared the link in the description. You should in the messaging box. So by installing those two applications, in that case, your phone should be secured enough.
Could you please repeat it?
eScan bot removal, and the second one is M Kavach 2.
Okay, but I mean, those two we should download.
Yeah, you should download those applications from Play Store.
Okay, and so that the hacking can never be done.
Yeah, correct.
Ma'am, hacking will happen. I'll tell you how the WhatsApp hacking will happen. Either, see, you'll get a message from somebody you know whose account will be already hacked. They'll say that accidentally I've sent an OTP to your number. So when you give that OTP to that person, that is when your WhatsApp gets hacked. And second way is when you get a call from somebody saying that there is a parcel or courier to be delivered, but please press that *21 *10-digit number hash. So when you press on that, all your messages will go to that person. That person will try to enter your WhatsApp, and then he'll get the code, and that is how it gets hacked. And the third one, like the APK and all, which is beyond the control, and that fraud can do whatever they want with the phone. So in these aspect, when you try to retrieve your WhatsApp, when you have access to your email ID, which is not yet hacked, the fraud won't be able to fully control your WhatsApp, and you'll be able to retrieve it faster. So that is like one way.
Email, what are we supposed to do?
In the two-factor authentication, you'll be giving a code and also your Gmail ID. I mean, one, mail ID to connect to it. So this won't be actually in the control of the fraud, right? Even if he gets the OTP and he gets your WhatsApp, but then when you try to retrieve it, there won't be a way to retrieve it. When you have your access to the email ID, that two-factor authentication is connected to your email ID, you'll be still, getting access to the codes and all sent to it. So, Atif, am I right?
Yes, ma'am, you're correct.
Okay,
Completely
okay.
right, yeah.
And APK files, in the form of invitation cards, invitation, wedding invitation, it comes.
Yes,
So,
yes.
how to, will it be always be in the form of APK?
Ma'am, even the good morning messages that you get, everybody who is very fond of wishing each other with the images, even the PDF, we never know. There is a link called as virus total. You can, just go and we didn't demonstrate it because we didn't want to confuse the audience. We had an idea of demonstrating it, but even the PDF file or even the doc.doc, anything, if it is coming from an unknown source, we would advise not to use it. But yes, APK is a clear-cut thing that your phone will be getting hacked. .apk, it can come as a KYC.apk, ICICI.apk, or wedding card.apk, PAN card.apk, anything .apk is dangerous. I actually shown it in my PPT as well, ma'am, like how it looks and how the scanning report is.
I saw it.
Yes,
saw
ma'am.
it. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I think Venu sir wanted to speak, but he was not able to unmute himself. So there might be some issue, but I think Lalita ma'am was able to unmute herself. So anybody else?
There's one more question. Just a second.
And moreover, I think spam is mostly like commercial thing. And even if something is not marked as spam, can still try to do something. I might have to continue with the call. I'm getting a call from Pavan Tukul sir. Just a second.
Yeah, there's one more question that is a general question. What steps can companies and service providers take to prevent cybercrime and other various offenses using their application while also maintaining user privacy? I think Shravan sir, you are the best person to answer this thing as because of your experience, vast experience in the service industry.
Yeah, right now we have something called DPDP Act. I hope all you guys are aware of DPDP Act, right? As per DPDP Act, the government is mandating all the companies to ensure that whenever they are collecting any personal detail for that matter, they need to get the confirmation, concurrence from the person whosoever data is being used. So that is being mandated. I mean, earlier it was a it was a law which was passed, but it didn't come into effect. Now slowly it is coming into effect. Now the government has given around 18 months for the companies to implement it as earlier. So as per the DPDP Act, I mean all companies are mandated to ensure that they get the consent from the user using their phone or phone number or address or email address for that matter. And they have to ensure that they protect it. And as a user, they also have every right to modify or delete at any point of time. I hope I answered this question.
Thank you so much, sir. And Pavan sir will be joining us in a minute or two. I request the moderators to please keep an eye on the participant list to just know whether he has joined. He said sharp at 8:50 we can expect him. So, to the audience, I request you not to drop the call because he's one of the top, 4 cyber lawyers in the world. And getting to hear from him itself is an opportunity for all of us here. So let's, wait patiently and hear from sir. Meanwhile, sir, you all can continue with the questions.
Yeah, basically, I would like to just explain more on this DPDPA Act. DPDPA stands for Digital Personal Data Protection Act, wherein India is, Indian government is clearly having a mandate, having a time frame, and practical steps to ensure that the personal information is protected, like your Aadhaar number, your mobile number, your bank details, PAN number, etc., etc. This law clearly says that your personal data belongs to you, not to banks, not to apps, not to websites. So, as senior citizens, mostly they are targeted because they trust phone calls, messages, they respond politely to authority, they may not be fully familiar with online tricks, etc. But DPDPA gives seniors all the legal rights and protection when data is misused or leaked as well. So, no company, your consent, the user's consent becomes mandatory as per DPDPA Act. And no company or app or website can collect your data, can use your data or share your data without your clear permission or clear approval. And consent must be very clear. It should not be in bombastic technical language. It should be in very plain and simple language, and it should clearly mention the specific purpose. For example, a hospital can use your phone number for appointment reminders, not for marketing loans. So, yeah. I hope I clarified the question, whatever has been asked regarding, company protecting, how the companies are going to protect the data.
Okay. It's really great. Actually, this new DP Act is like, it's very new to the people and even for the corporates. So there are many, confusions in the people also, and even in the compliances. Many people have many confusion with this particular act.
And that's why they are given some time as well. They are not asking to push people to do it immediately. They are giving a sufficient time for people to settle down and ensure that, they start adopting, following. Otherwise, it's going to become mandate, and there is also going to be big penalty which will be levied on the companies, on the websites, on the apps if they do not follow. They are giving sufficient time frame for people to settle down, understand, and this is going to help all of us.
All right.
Sir, and just to add on, it would be unfair if I don't mention one very important personality amongst us all. She's the president of War Widows Association, Damayanti V. Talme ma'am, who is an Arjuna Award winner as well, and she's also attending our session. It's a blessing for us, ma'am. I don't know if you'll be able to unmute right now, but I just have to take your name, ma'am.
Just a second. Let me make her the host. Just a second.
I think ma'am might not be aware that we have, given her the unmute thing.
Yeah,
hello,
I've given it. I've given. Damayanti ma'am, now you can unmute.
That's okay. I think ma'am might not be aware.
Sure.
Pavan sir is trying to join, but he's not getting the link. Just a second, okay? Yeah. Please carry on. I'll just try. I'll just try to help him.
Meanwhile, I would like to request every one of you, if you have any other questions, you can just write them in the chat box, or you can also raise your hands so that we can unmute you and you're able to ask your questions.
There's one
I have
more
a,
update
I
that
have
we
a,
have.
I have a request for our ENCORE team. Maybe if possible, could you please prepare some sort of ready reckoner for particularly senior citizens for that matter? Whatever you showed on the screen, I don't think they might be able to relate and correlate and follow, etc. If you give some sort of ready reckoner with pictorial representation,
So we do
graphical
that.
representations, that would really, really help them.
Yes, so after the session, we'll be giving them a PDF with all these steps, and as a kit, we'll be giving them the step by step. We, in fact, we did Digital Detox Junior last month, and after the session, we had given them one book on parenting and one, PDF on the safety kit for the parents, teachers, and the children. So we'll be following that for the senior citizens as well, sir.
Super. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, Avni, our guest speaker, Pavan Dugal sir, is, right, and please carry on.
So, moving forward, it's my honor to invite one of India's foremost authorities in cyber law and digital governance. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Pavan Dugal sir, Advocate, Supreme Court of India, Chairman, International Commission of Cyber Security Law, whose work has been instrumental in shaping cyber law awareness and citizen protection in India. Dugal sir, we are privileged to have you with us. Now, this over to you to share your thoughts.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I believe today it's not just senior citizens which are at exposure. What is exposure is the complete digital ecosystem. Post COVID-19, two elements have become an integral part of our lives. One fear, the other one panic. Both fear and panic are being sought to be weaponized by cyber criminals against the general janata, the general population. And lo and behold, they are getting very successful. Why is this happening? Because the golden age of cybercrime has arrived. Why is it getting even more potent? Because cyber criminals today are finding it's a bad idea to dirty their own hands. So they are going ahead and using artificial intelligence for the purposes of committing cyber crimes. So no wonder on the dark net, when you go today, you find that cybercrime as a service powered by artificial intelligence is indeed the de facto, de jure mode of economic activity available. So in a scenario like this, senior citizens ought not to be thinking that they are specifically being targeted. Everybody is being targeted. But yes, if you are a senior citizen, you are likely to become a far more, shall I say, fertile target. Why? Because, number one, the friendliness with the digital format is not one which you think you should be having. Well, most of us are not digital natives. We have learned technology. In fact, the senior generation people have seen various revolutions in their lifetime. And this is one of such revolution. So it's but natural to expect that we should not be asked to instantaneously change our mindsets. But then what option do we have? We are now riding a running tiger. And if we want to go ahead and protect ourselves, we have to make sure we don't get off the running tiger. At the same time, we also make sure that we calibrate our approaches as we go ahead and continue riding the running tiger. So in this scenario, some mindset changes, reset will have to be done. The first reset that's required to be done is a mindset, a new mindset needs to be created. This is a mindset of distrust and mistrust. Now, when we were young, our parents used to tell us one thing, which is that don't go and trust any outsider. Why? Because you don't know how the stranger is going to behave. So the same dictum applies online space as well. Let's learn to distrust everyone that we see online, that we hear online, that we read online. The second thing is we learn to be stingy. In fact, we've all grown through those times where our parents told money is important, be careful when you spend your money. I think the dictum is slightly more applicable in our today's time, but this time not just to money, but also to data. It's time that all of us as senior citizens need to be stingy about our data. We should only need to share data on a need to know basis, not otherwise. We should only go ahead and share data when it's absolutely essential. If any activity is being called upon to be done by you, which has no connection with your sharing of data, you ought not to share a data. And number three, let's realize one thing, come what may, whatever happens in the online space, tomorrow morning there will still be a new day dawning. The sun will still rise up. We still would have a new chapter in our lives. So if anyone is trying to put you in a fear, in a panic mode, asking you to take instantaneous action, else heavens will fall, your simplicity answer has to be let heavens fall. Please realize that you have a Brahmastra in your hands. And that Brahmastra is the Brahmastra of disconnection. Your ability to disconnect a call is one of the most powerful and empowering feelings that you can have as a user. Come what may, whosoever is on the other side of the line, whether it's a high ranking officer, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's anyone else, you have the ability to disconnect. And you should disconnect the moment you start getting a knowledge or a slight sense that I am being pushed in a corner. I've been asked to take a decision in a very short period of time. I've been asked to act in a great amount of hurry because something else will happen. Please realize, as you are senior citizens, you don't need to live in the FOMO world. The fear of missing out needs not to be in our hands, nor in our minds. Why? Because you have lived a generation of your own. So what is the hurry? Why do we want to be still straddling the FOMO belt onto our bellies? No, we should not have any fear of missing out. If we miss out something, no problem. It's good that we miss out. In fact, the lesser we get exposed to the social and the social media and the internet paradigm, the better it's going to be. That's the first thing I want to share. The second thing I want to share is silence is not the preferred option. First and foremost, once a cybersecurity incident takes place, a cybercrime takes place, do not think that's the end of the day, the end of life. No, life still continues. Number two, assuming that the episode has taken place, you have to not be silent. You will have to report. How do you report? You report to the governmental ID, the governmental National Cybercrime Helpline number, which is 1930, and report. You go to National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, being cybercrime.gov.in, and you report. Every time you report, you get a Government of India acknowledgement number. So whether you go to X lawyer or Y lawyer or no lawyer, the first thing that you must do is, once you realize you become a victim of a cybercrime, is to report. Being silent is no longer an option. Don't be afraid what people will say. Today, there are only two kinds of people in the world. One, who know that they have become victims of cybercrime, and two, who do not know that they have become victims of cybercrime. So you have to understand that you are not being novel if you are being attacked. You're not out of the box. And therefore, being attacked, being made a victim of cybercrime has now become the new default option. So please go ahead and report. Once you start reporting, it's important to understand that you come in the vicinity or the zone of being a victim. Once you are in a victim zone, then other legal consequences can not follow. That's very, very important. So a lot of senior citizens ask me, what is the benefit? The police doesn't understand, the system doesn't respond, we have no effective remedy. Why do we want to break our heads on the wall? The simplicity reason why you need to report is the fact that the report becomes your fire suit. Once you file a report, that report becomes a fire suit which is going to protect you from potential exposure to fire, in which case, this case being the exposure to legal liability. So, therefore, reporting is as essential as taking a bath, eating your food, and doing our daily cyber hygiene methodologies. The third thing, do I need to really be panicky? No. If an episode happens, please consider that episode from an objective light to say what went wrong, where did I go wrong, what folly, what error did I commit, and on that basis, realize that make your lessons learned to you, and say, hold on, I will promise to myself I will not make this mistake ever again. So once you consider a cybercrime episode as a learning episode, then you'll start realizing that you start seeing things in a different manner. Also, as senior citizens, please don't believe what you hear. Don't believe anything that's written to you, that's sent to you. Do not be in a habit or hurry to click any kind of online link. Why? These are instantaneous default habits that come to you. But you have to refrain yourself. You have to say, hold on, I must not do something which is further going to prejudice me, my legal interests, and my monies, along with my reputation. So let's learn to be slightly restrained. Let's learn not to trust any information till such time we have independently verified the authenticity and veracity of the same. And finally, let's learn to adopt a culture of cyber resilience. This culture says, let's take it as a given truth, a given universal fact that we will be attacked or we will be made a victim of cybercrime. The important issue is not that you were made a victim of cybercrime. The important issue is how quickly, after being made a victim of cybercrime or a cybersecurity breach, can you come back to a state of normalcy. That's the mindset that you have to keep across. And now with AI coming in, with the deepfakes being the new model of AI output, the chances of output going ahead and defrauding you, cheating you, misguiding you, or disguising as true content is going to be very high. So let's learn to only use AI, to only use cyber only as a tool on a need to have basis. Let's not be the part of the great Indian vomiting revolution, where Indians are vomiting data about their personal, professional, social lives on the internet without thinking of the legal ramifications. Why? Because all of that is going to prejudicially impact the enjoyment of both personal data, privacy, as also personal privacy for you in the coming times. Let's remember, the onus of protecting ourselves is on us. So let's begin by discharging the onus by first saying, let me not click anything that's sent to me. Let me not respond to anything which puts me in a panic or in a fearful. Let me exercise more frequently my brahmastra of disconnecting. Any call, howsoever unpleasant, howsoever important it may be, disconnect the moment you get a third feeling that, look, something is not correct. Do not succumb to the FOMO fear of missing out. You are not missing out anything. And be careful. Please put all your eggs not in one basket, but in different baskets. If possible, if you are interacting online or doing a transaction online, please make two separate accounts. One, which is only used for online transactions, and put a minimal balance there. And the second one, which is sure that the main account where all your monies are ought not to be shared online, because it's going to be used against you, it's going to be hacked, targeted, monies are going to be taken out. So if Indians can lose 2,000 crores in 4 months, only 2 digital arrest cases, please remember, this is a new world of online fraud. The online fraud ecosystem is far, far huge. Tens and thousands of crores of Indian rupees is being lost on a yearly basis. Last year, 2024, the world lost $8.5 trillion to cyber crimes, and a big chunk came from India. Come 2025 end, it's expected that the world should lose more than $10 trillion, and a big chunk of that will come from India. So just exercise restraint. The law is there. We have the Information Technology Act. We have the new amendments in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. But mind you, law kicks in much later. And a lot of time people are not even confident about the abilities of the law enforcement agencies to go ahead and deal with such a scenario. So prevention is better than cure. Please know of your legal rights. Exercise due diligence, care, caution which will have to be your guiding mantra. Your common sense will be your guiding mantra. Do not be swayed away by offers of unknown lotteries or huge investment. Recently, I did a case of a senior citizen who was promised a 16% per week return in one of the investment schemes. So he liquidated all his FDs and put it into this scheme. And initial investments were returned back with the 16% growth. So his confidence was even more boosted. So he thereafter went ahead and liquidated his entire portfolio of mutual funds, put it back into his saving account, and sent them back to this investment scheme, thinking that he's going to earn 16% per week. Needless to say, the entire money vanished away. And now the gentleman realizes that he has lost his entire life's saving to a cyber fraud. So let's learn from experiences like these. Let's learn to realize that and promise to ourselves that let's not make us as guinea pigs on the laboratory of cyber criminals. Let's not give them the option to make us guinea pigs and experiment on us and steal from us our monies, our properties, our mental peace, and most significantly, our health as well. So with these words, thank you for giving me this opportunity to come and share my perspectives. It's been a pleasure talking. Over to you, Madam Moderator.
Thank you, sir. So, dear audience, we just heard from Dr. Pawan Dugal, sir, a voice that cuts through cyber fear with clarity, reminding us that awareness, not panic, is our strongest protection. Thank you, Pawan Dugal, sir, for that hard-hitting reminder that in a digital world, panic is the real enemy. Your golden words, like be stingy with your data, know the basics, no call, no threat, no digital arrest can change one truth. Tomorrow, the sun will still rise. Even if they say heaven will fall, let it fall. Your Brahmastra is simple and final. Disconnect the call. Don't be silent, report. Culture of cyber resilience, onus of protecting ourselves is on us. Sir, really grateful for your clarity and courage building message for senior citizens. We promise that your golden rules will be followed with all faith and trust. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here despite your hectic schedule. And we are all lucky and blessed to even hear from you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thanks. Namaskar.
Avni, over to you for the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much. I would also like to check upon the chat box if there are any further questions to be addressed by the speakers.
I request one of us to, just put the mail ID here, because if any questions go unanswered, please don't worry. You can even follow our WhatsApp channel, and we are reachable in our email ID. All your questions will be answered, and any help that you require, I'll even share, our contact detail over email. You can call us if, God forbid, this should not happen. But any of you face any sort of cyber frauds, then please, reach out to us, and we'll guide you how to file the police complaint and how to get the legal support and everything with the intervention side.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Pawan sir, for your insights. And thank you so much, Lakshmi ma'am, for addressing us. Now, as we are concluding our Cyber Jagrukhta Senior Edition, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our esteemed speakers, partners, and participants. A sincere thank you to Dr. Pawan Dugal sir, Shavrin sir, Lieutenant General Panu sir, teams One Sati, especially Grip sir and Aishwarya, Vinay sir, War Widow Association, Residents Awareness Society, Coimbatore, Global Shapers, Trivandrum, Computer Society of India, and a special thanks to our senior citizens, defense veterans, and families who joined us today. Remember, cyber safety is about awareness, caution, and collective responsibility. On behalf of Encore Foundation, thank you for being part of this important initiative. Stay aware, stay safe, and stay digitally empowered. Thank you, and good night to everyone.